Today, we will discuss some more chemical reaction by which we can prepare aldehyde and ketones. So the first one is synthesis of aldehyde and ketones from cyanides. Alkyl cyanides, this is your alkyl cyanide, that is nitriles. And nitriles on reaction with Grignard reagent or organolithium reagent followed by hydrolysis will get converted into ketones. For example, this is a cyanide, and on this particular cyanide a nucleophilic addition will be done by using Grignard reagent. So R negative will attack on the carbon with movement of electron from this particular C triple bond nitrogen to nitrogen only, and there is an attachment of this nitrogen with MgX. Then it will converted into magnesium salt of the imine, and finally the magnesium salt of imine will get converted into imine, which on hydrolysis will finally get converted into ketone. So alkyl cyanides can react with Grignard reagent or MgX or with organolithium reagent, followed by the hydrolysis of the imine will produce ketone as the product. So this is another method of synthesis of ketone from Grignard reagent. In the same sequence, we have some more reactions of preparation of aldehyde and ketones, and that is, reduction of nitriles with aluminium hydrides, and this will convert the nitriles or the cyanides into aldehydes. So the previous method was the synthesis of nitriles, conversion of nitriles into ketones, and this method is conversion of nitriles into aldehydes, right? So we generally reduce this particular nitrile with aluminium hydrides. Now there are various aluminium hydrides that can be used, that can be utilized for the particular reaction, but here we are using this particular aluminium hydride, that is diisobutyl aluminium hydride, DiBAlH. We are not using lithium aluminium hydride, that is also aluminium hydride, but we are not using that particular aluminium hydride. We are using diisobutyl aluminium hydride, and the reason of this aluminium hydride that it is being used in the reaction is that this is basically a selective reducing agent which has only one hydride, and this hydride will be migrated to this carbon, and then it will get converted into aluminium complex, and finally this aluminium complex on hydrolysis will get converted into the aldehyde. In case of lithium aluminium hydride, we know that basically the reduction by hydrides, either that is sodium borohydride or lithium aluminium hydride, that is mainly because of the transfer of the hydride from the particular reagent. So here we are having only a single hydride, so that will be migrated to the carbon, and finally this aluminium complex will be converted into the aldehydes. So this is another method of conversion of cyanides into aldehyde. Now synthesis of aldehyde and ketones from acid chloride, as earlier we have talked that acid chloride can be used for preparation of aromatic ketones by using Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. But same acid chloride can be reduced by using lithium aluminium tri-tert butoxyhydride, and this is the reagent that is used here, and this reagent will convert this acid chloride into aldehyde. So from acid chloride we can obtain the aromatic ketone by using the Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction by using AlCl3 as the catalyst, and from the same acid chloride we can get aldehyde as product by reduction of that particular acid chloride with lithium tri-tert butoxyaluminium hydride. Another method which convert acid chloride into aldehyde is Rosenmund reduction reaction. This is also a reduction reaction, but this is another reduction reaction in which we generally use palladium catalyst, and that palladium catalyst is spotted on the barium sulfate. A small amount of quinoline and sulfur are also used, and the using of that particular quinoline or sulfur in Rosenmund reduction is for increasing the poisoning process. Lithium tri-tert butoxy aluminium hydride, which I explained in the above reaction, that can also convert acid chloride into aldehyde, but this is the another reagent, that is H2PD BaSO4, because we are reducing the acid chloride into aldehyde. So this is another reducing agent in addition to this particular reagent which can convert acid chloride into aldehyde. So this reduction is called as the Rosenmund reduction reaction. Next, from the same acid chloride, that reaction of acid chloride with Gilman reagent. And what is this Gilman reagent? This is your organocuprate, R2CuLi. This is called as the Gilman reagent or lithium dialkyl cuprate. When this Gilman reagent react with acid chloride, ketone will be synthesized. You will get ketone as the product, RCu, and lithium chloride will be eliminated out. So this is the method by which you can convert acid chloride into ketone. So if somebody asks you about the use of acid chloride in the synthesis of aldehyde ketones, you can easily explain that acid chloride can also be used for the synthesis of aromatic ketones by using Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Acid chloride can also be used for the preparation of the ketones by using Gilman's reagent, that is dialkyl lithium cuprate or lithium dialkyl cuprate, Gilman's reagent. Acid chloride can be reduced in aldehydes by using two reducing agents, and those are the aluminium hydride and the Rosenmund reduction, in which we take H2PD BaSO4 in presence of quinoline or sulfur. So these are the methods by which you can prepare aldehyde and ketone. So these are specifically the methods of conversion of acid chloride into aldehyde and ketones. Now the next method by which you can get aldehyde and ketones is the decarboxylation of the calcium salt of carboxylic acids. This is another important method by which you can easily prepare ketones. For example, aldehyde can also be synthesized. I will let you know that how you can get the aldehydes, how can you get the ketones by using this particular reaction. For example, in this particular reaction, we are using calcium salt of carboxylic acid, and this on reaction, this on heating, rather say this on heating will get converted into ketone by elimination of calcium carbonate, CaCO3 will be eliminated out, and from this one you will get the ketones. Now this is the method by which we are getting this particular ketone. Can we also get the aldehyde by using this method? Of course, we can get the aldehyde. For that, we will have to change the calcium salt of acid. We will have to change these two R groups. These R groups can be changed. For example, if we select calcium formate, at that time formaldehyde will be the main product. You can get the formaldehyde. So formaldehyde can be synthesized. Here is the example of ketone synthesis. You can take these two R group as CS3. So acetone will be synthesized in that particular reaction. And similarly, if you will use calcium benzoate, at that time you will get the benzophenone. You will use calcium acetate, you will get the acetone. So by changing the calcium salt, different type of the calcium salt of the acid, you can alter the product. Now what will happen if you will take the mixture? Mixture means you are taking calcium formate and you are taking calcium acetate. Then what will happen? At that time you will get acetaldehyde as the main product. Means if you are taking the mixture of calcium formate and calcium acetate, then the decarboxylation reaction will convert that mixture into acetaldehyde. So simply, by decarboxylation of calcium salt of fatty acid, you can get aldehyde, you can get formaldehyde, you can get ketones, and that will depend upon the type of calcium salt of particular acid you are taking for that reaction. So that is the method by which you can convert the calcium salt of the acid into aldehyde or ketones. Now some next methods, alkyl halide, and how the alkyl halide can be converted into aldehyde or ketones. This is the reaction by which you can convert it. This is simply a hydrolysis reaction, and the hydrolysis is basically on the geminal dihalides, where the halogen group is particularly attached to the same carbon atom. So this is basically an example of geminal dihalide, which on reaction with potassium hydroxide will get converted into a geminal diol, which is being unstable and lose the water molecule and will get converted into ketone. So this is the method by which you can convert alkyl halide into ketone. Here is the method by which you can convert the aromatic compound. Here we are taking the benzene. So specifically, we can convert the benzene into benzaldehyde. We can convert some substituted benzene into substituted aromatic aldehydes by using this method as well, and this method is called as the Gattermann's-Koch aldehyde synthesis, in which we generally use a mixture of carbon monoxide and HCl in presence of AlCl3, right? So this is the catalyst for the Gattermann's-Koch aldehyde synthesis, which convert the benzene into benzaldehyde. So this is your toluene, and toluene will get converted into this particular compound, para-tolualdehyde. So this is Gattermann's-Koch synthesis that can be used for conversion of aromatic system into aldehydes, that is simply aromatic aldehydes, rather we can say. So that's all about your method of preparation of aldehyde and ketones by using different type of the groups. So far we have studied preparation of aldehyde and ketones by using alkenes, by using alkynes, by using alcohol, by using alkanes, by using the aromatic hydrocarbons, by using alkyl halides, by using acid chlorides. So different kind of methods are here. Similarly, we can get the aromatic aldehyde and aromatic ketones by using different kind of methods as well. So completely we have studied that there are variety of reactions, there are variety of synthetic methods that can be employed, that can be used for the synthesis of aldehyde and ketones. So that's all about aldehyde and ketone synthesis. In tomorrow's class we will discuss about the chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones.